Hello and welcome to our kitchen. Today we're going to be doing a healthy smothered greens recipe. So I have all the ingredients here in front of us, so let's get started. All right, so now that we've washed our greens, we're going to go ahead and rib them. So I'm going to go ahead and take this bottom off here, place it to the side. So each of these ribs here along here are kind of tough. So we're going to go ahead and just make a V and pull them right out, just like that. And cutting them just like that. Then I'm going to cut it in half. Cut these in slices. And then cut this up just like this. So it'll be in bite-sized pieces. These greens you can see are nice and dark, and they're full of vitamins and minerals. So we're going to start off with our pot, and we're going to go ahead and add some olive oil so that we can saute our onions and our greens. I've actually put some of it already in the pot, but we're going to go ahead and put a little bit more. And we're going to go ahead and get our fire going. We're going to put it to about medium. What we're going to need next is our chopped onions. So I've got an onion peeled here. I'm going to go ahead and start chopping it. So I'm going to go ahead and chop this onion up into small pieces, and then we're going to go ahead and add it right to the pot. I had already peeled this onion and washed it, so it was ready to go. So we're stirring this. It's got the olive oil and the onions, and that is going to start smelling in a little bit, and it's really going to give us a nice flavor to these greens. This recipe is also a very healthy recipe because we're only going to be using a little bit of oil, and we're going to be using a little bit of meat. Today we're going to use some bacon, but you can use bacon, you can use low-fat turkey meat, or you could use ham. So we're just going to use a very small amount so that you're not adding a lot of fat and calories. So you can already hear the sizzling of this onion mixture with the oil. It smells already delicious, and it's starting to get clear, and that's what we want to do, have the onions clear before we add our greens. So let's go ahead and add our greens. We're going to add our fresh greens here. So we've got our greens from our grocery store that are already washed and ready to go. So it's going to be a really nice addition to our greens. So we're just going to go ahead and add them right to our pot. They've already been cut up a little bit for us as well. So nice bite-sized portions. Can you hear the sizzle? It smells delicious. We've got these onions sauteing with the greens. They're starting to get a little bit wilted. Now we're going to add some of our seasonings, and then we'll have to let it cook for about 30 minutes, simmering on a nice low fire. So we're going to go ahead and add our bacon bits, some salt, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of black pepper, and then we're going to add our 2 cups of water. We're going to go ahead and give that a last stir. So we've added all of our ingredients, we've added our seasonings, we've added our bacon. Mix this up, and we're going to cover it. We're going to turn it on simmer, and we're going to let that simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, so while our greens are cooking, I would like to give you some information about our Louisiana greens. What are our 3 Louisiana greens? Collard greens, mustard greens, and turnip greens. And those are wonderful because they do grow in Louisiana, but there are other options. But first, let me show you some of the greens that I have here. This is some of the ones that we used in our pot, and this is fresh, so this has already been washed in the bag, which is wonderful. These are your mustard greens. You can also get frozen, so this is your frozen mustard greens. You can also get it in cans. So this is our canned collard greens, which is one of our Louisiana greens. And some of our other greens are our spinach and then also kale. All of these greens are high in lots of vitamins and minerals and phytochemicals, and they help our body. Okay, so we've cooked our greens now for about 20 to 30 minutes, and I've gone ahead and let them cool so that we can go ahead and serve them so that they're not too hot. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at these greens. They are beautiful. They have cooked down, and all of the onions have gotten soft, as well as the greens. So I'm going to go ahead and serve out a portion of it on this plate. And you'll notice that there is a little bit of the liquid down at the bottom, and that's okay. You can either use a spoon or you can use a scoop to serve your greens, and there they are. So these greens are part of a wonderful, healthy diet, and according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, half of our plate needs to be fruits and vegetables. So this is a perfect opportunity to incorporate your greens into your meal. And it tastes delicious. So let's build a healthy plate together.